Welcome to the national park that started this entire trip, the most anticipated Glacier National Park. Today and tomorrow, we're gonna go on about 6 hikes and show you which one is the best, which one you cannot come to this park without seeing. Are you ready? Let's go. So this is called Rocky Point Trail. It's a shorter hike. It's gonna take us out. I don't know where actually. We're gonna see what we have to see here.
Micah is supposed to be the hike master. She knows all the trails, all the things to do. So if you feel like you're not getting all of the information that you want, well, that's her. So leave a comment, let her know you want more information.
Okay, listen, the bugs here are absolutely crazy. They are eating us while we are walking. So definitely if you're coming at the end of May, bring some bug spray.
Glacier National Park is what really started this whole thing because I was on TikTok and people do all those TikTok videos and I saw all of these amazing photos of Glacier Mountain National Park, Glacier National Park, is that what it's called? Just Glacier National Park. And then that started this whole go see all of the national parks trip around the USA because there's some pretty cool places, also some pretty not cool places like Hot Springs, which is just terrible. Don't go there. But this one so far is awesome. But enough chit chat, let's go to the top of Rocky Point Trail. And there might not be a top, but we'll show you what we see.
Okay, so here we are. We made it to Lake Mcdonald. It is beautiful. We're gonna try and get some awesome shots of the rainbow pebbles in the water. And hopefully avoid all of these mosquitoes.
Yeah, they are everywhere. They're incessant and they just want to get us. Every time you're not swatting around your arms, they're landing and they're biting it. Be aware of that.
And they're huge. They're not just like little mosquitoes. They're like giant. They're so big.
Yeah, they're like flying around everywhere. Oh, look, see, watch this. Got it on my hand.
Ew.
Oh, no, it's gone. Oh, here it is, here it is. Look at that, see? They're everywhere. Yeah. There's proof, we're not being crazy. But anyway, this hike is pretty awesome. We'll give you our 1 to 5 star review after that, after we're done with all of them. And we're just getting away from the mosquitoes right now.
Look at this guy. He's huge. Ah, we are out of here. We could do one of these or the other. But today we're gonna do both of them because why not?
One thing I've really loved so far about Glacier National Park is the access to drinking water. You would be surprised at how many national parks have completely shut off all their drinking water. All they do is they have like Dasani or plastic water bottles for sale for like $3 a piece or whatever. It's just ridiculous. When obviously that's gonna last you like 2 seconds when you're out hiking and everything. So having drinking water is awesome and Montana is doing things right.
So where we are right now is the Trail of the Cedars Trail. It's a boardwalk. I think the whole thing might be a boardwalk. It's a short little loop, but we're gonna combine it with Avalanche Lake to make sort of a lollipop, I think is what they call it. So we're gonna start half of the loop, hit the Avalanche Trail, come back and finish off the loop.
Good news with the mosquitoes, guys. They have significantly reduced since we got away from that first hike. Much better now, and it's pretty sunny, which is nice as well. And who doesn't love rivers running through the national park? I mean, come on.
So gorgeous.
So this park just keeps getting cooler and cooler with all of these rivers running through and these really fast rapids that are just so awesome. So far this park is climbing up near the top of my list of favorite national parks.
So we have just turned off on the Avalanche Lake section of this trail. And since you probably don't want to see, you know, like the whole 4 miles of walking it, we are just going to zap you there. Okay, you guys, this is absolutely incredible. If you're planning it all this summer to come to Glacier National Park, you have to come like right now. The snow is still at the tops of the mountains and it's melting down in the most beautiful waterfalls. The rivers are flowing. Everything is just amazing. The weather is great. It's just like mind-blowing.
So we just found our first bear here in the national parks. There he is. That was crazy. That just got my heart beating real fast because we came around the corner and he was just right here on this lake.
That was so cool. We've been waiting this whole trip to see a bear.
So we walked out just down these steps and we just came down here and then bam, he was just right there walking across the river. So make sure to come to this national park. You'll probably see a bear, or might, who knows. We've recovered from the bear adrenaline a little bit, and that was awesome. Totally not expecting that. We've been wanting to see a bear this whole time, and we actually saw it probably about 25 yards, maybe 20 yards away. It looks a lot farther in the video. That's just because of my lens and because my reaction time wasn't super great, mainly trying to make sure we were like not getting eaten first. But that was so awesome. This view in this lake is just amazing. One of the best lakes and best views we've seen this whole trip. All right, everybody. So far, Avalanche Trail has everything. It has goats, because we saw a little goat. It has bears, because we saw a big bear. It has amazing, gorgeous, the most gorgeous views. Definitely come to this one. That's it for today. We're gonna hike back down, get some food, and we'll see you tomorrow. Welcome back to another day here at St. John. No, just not a saint, just normal John. John's Lake Trail. Supposed to be a 2-mile round trip, but maybe it's only a mile according to this. See that? It says it's just half a mile one way, half a mile back, so 1 mile. Anyway, John's Lake Trailhead. We'll see you there in 3, 2, 1. And we made it to John's Lake, which, if this is John's Lake, it's kind of tiny and gloomy, and definitely come here before going to Avalanche Lake. Because there it is, that's the lake.
It's a little lackluster. I mean, it's still pretty. The water's super glossy and everything, and there's a lot of birds out this morning, so lots of pretty nature sounds, but if you're coming to be blown away, this is not the hike.
Yeah, just not quite as awesome as the hike from yesterday, but still pretty nonetheless. Well, we are gonna finish this loop and see if there's any other good things that it really has to offer. So there's actually some better views of this John's Lake, and it's actually a little bit cooler than we thought, so that's nice. Now, if you know or watched the last video in Mount Rainier, or no, I think that was Olympic, you know that these trees just want to fall down, and one of these days we're gonna see one fall. But they still don't want to fall. So we'll just wait patiently. All right, well, that was it with that John Lake hike, which ends in a weird way. You have to walk back on this main road, which is not ideal, especially when you're just right there on the street and you have cars passing you, like this guy right here. Wow. So now we have to drive like 2 hours to go to the other opposite side of the park, because this park is huge, like a lot of national parks. And then we're gonna go see some other waterfalls and things like that, which is gonna be super awesome.
So this next hike we're doing is actually 3 hikes kind of combined. We're gonna do, actually it might be 4. So we are going to do, check this out. Right here, we're gonna start at Sun Point, and then we're gonna go check out 3 waterfalls. We've got Bering Falls, St. Mary Falls, Virginia Falls. So all in all, it's gonna be about 8.2 miles, although it will be a little bit less because we're gonna chop off like the first parts of some of those hikes to make it a loop.
All right, we made it to the falls. First one, this is Mary Falls, Bering Falls, looking pretty awesome. And off to the next one. There's a fox right here in the middle of the tree. How cool, he just came right up to us. That was pretty cool.
Okay, what if this thing is so vicious, like, and it attacks Devon? I was like, okay, worst it can do is just like kind of bite him a little bit. Devon can kick him though.
It is important to be aware though, while hiking around in Glacier. While there's a lot of little kickable animals like foxes, there's also grizzly bears around here apparently. There's a bunch of signs that says entering grizzly country, so be aware of that when you come here. Because if you kick a grizzly, they just might kick back. Not sure how well that's gonna work out for you.
This place is just so cool. Every time you turn a corner, there's a new view to look at that's just as incredible as the last one. There's animals everywhere, nature is beautiful, the weather is perfect. Definitely come to Glacier National Park.
So far, the views on this hike are just unreal. We're just hiking around the edge of this lake the whole time. It's just, no words. It's just amazing.
Okay, so we made it to St. Mary's Falls. It is beautiful, the best waterfall that we have ever seen, I think. The water is incredible. It looks just like blue Gatorade, and after a hike, we definitely want some of that.
Yeah, seriously, that was just the most incredible waterfall. I just don't know if you can get a waterfall that's more awesome than that. Maybe Niagara, but we'll wait and see for that one. But now we are off to the last fall of the hike, Virginia Falls, and it's gonna have to be pretty good to top St. Mary's.
Tastes like Gatorade.
Tastes so clear though, it's great. I think this is just a random bonus waterfall, but it's awesome if you need a drink because the water tastes so good. All right, there it is, Virginia Falls. It's pretty awesome.
Spray into this water, it's cold.
All right, now we're gonna get even closer to it. Are you ready? Woohoo! We're gonna jump in. 3, 2, 1, go! Dope.
Yeah, the water coming off this is pretty insane.
All right, so now that we are finished with all of these trails, we're gonna give you the breakdown of the 1 to 5-star rating of each trail that we did. So the first one that we did was Rocky Point Trail. I thought it was a good hike for the distance and the view was pretty decent, but there's a ton of mosquitoes. And for that, it gets 2 stars. Only 2 because there was tons of mosquitoes. If there were less mosquitoes, it'd probably get 3. The second one I will rate is the Johns Lake Hike Trail. That one I will give a whopping 1 star because it was just kind of lame. The lake was a little bit lackluster compared to all the other lakes that you can see. And pretty much everything on that hike you can see on a different hike, and then we got on the road, which was weird, so 1 star for that one. And the last one that I will rate is the Avalanche Trail, which I will give a whopping 4.5 stars because it was basically perfect. The only reason half a star was knocked off was because it was a little bit long. If you don't like long hikes, then don't do that one, and it was kind of wet and everything like that. But beautiful views, you see bears, you see awesome things. Definitely do that hike.
All right, and then for mine, I got all the waterfalls, which is awesome. So number 1, Bering Falls. The first one that we saw, I would say it's really awesome. It's super quick and easy to get to. You get a lot of bang for your buck. There's a beautiful waterfall right there, but it's not like the most beautiful waterfall that we've ever seen. So 3 stars. The second one that we've seen today was St. Mary's Falls. And oh my gosh, the most beautiful falls we have ever seen. I'd give it 5 stars because I think the hike out here is worth it. The water was perfect. It's just so beautiful. There's a lot of texture to it. Just amazing. If you see nothing else in this park, come see St. Mary's Falls. And the third one, Virginia Falls, I would give it like a 3.5 probably. It's a bit of a hike to get up there. It's a giant, magnificent waterfall, but it is just kind of like every other waterfall. So if you love typical waterfalls, that's a great one for you. So thanks for watching, everybody. Check out the rest of our videos of amazing national parks and see why this one is actually the best. Give the video a like, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Have you been able to see this whole time? Oh no. Nice.
I love how I'm filming all of this right now.
Put on the video, baby. Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't know you were going yet.